Alright, I believe this is recording. Anyway, let's get started. Hello everybody, I'm Nessa. I'm reporting to you here today on my favorite brushes. Now, I recommend everybody get a good brush set before you even start buying good makeup, because really, without the brushes, how are you going to have really good makeup? I mean, brushes are the quintessential item to anybody who wants makeup. There are so many different types of brushes available too, which makes it really both easy and hard to decide what brushes to get. Now, before I get started, I'm really sorry if you guys can hear my TV. I'm watching Mad Money on demand, and I am home alone right now, so I cannot stand not having any sound. So, let's get started. There are three main brush brands that I personally swear by. These are Quo, MAC, and Royal Soft Grip. Now, I'm going to start with MAC. MAC brushes are the industry standard. They are really soft, gorgeous to look at, and of course they're handmade. Now, the problem with MAC is they are expensive. You're going to be paying about $30 a brush. The good thing, however, is every Christmas and sometimes during the summer, MAC will release a brush set, which is 5 miniature brushes. So, I'm missing one. But anyway, here are the 4 of the, oh, here's the other one. Sorry, I had to find it. Here are the 5 brushes that I got in a set that I got in the summer, and I also got this bag with it. Now, I added the pins, but still a bag. So, you have, you get the same brushes, they're just shorter. So this is the 187, the skunk brush, if you will. Then you've got the 219, the 275, the 212, and the 168. Yeah, those numbers are right. I got this for $55, which is about $10 a brush, and then another $5 for the bag. And this is an amazing deal because you're getting the exact same brushes for a fraction of the price. So if you really, really want MAC brushes, wait to get a holiday set. They are wonderful. So second, I'd like to talk about Quo brushes. Quo is a makeup brand specifically for Shoppers Drug Mart, but their brushes feel exactly like MAC but are half the price, easily. On average for a Quo brush, you'll be spending about $14, which is really good. And they also have a travel set, like MAC, but it's available all year round instead of just at the holiday. And again, you get the same brush, but it's shorter. So just to illustrate that, here's the full-size brush, or here's the mini brush. I'm really sorry about that. And this is the full-size brush. So it's exactly the same brush, it's just smaller. They also have the same kinds of brushes that MAC does. So for example, to compare that, here's a Quo brush that I got for $14, and here's the MAC brush that costs about $30, and they are exactly the same, except this one isn't handmade and this one is. Finally, I'm going to talk about Royal Soft Grip, which are these ones right here. I don't know if you can see the name on it, but that's okay. These brushes are technically paint brushes. I got them at Michael's Arts and Crafts store. They're about $7 a piece. But you are going to get what you pay for. Like, you're not going to be able to get a brush like this from Royal. But you can get, like this one right here. I don't know if you can see that very well or what. It's really narrow, and it's good for eyeliner, like really small areas. Like I said, $7. And they do have quite a large variety of brushes. Like, for example, this one I used for lipstick. These are both eyeliner brushes, and this one, well, I don't know what this one's for yet, but I do have it. I suppose you could use it as a blending brush. Also, one that I don't have, Royal Soft Grip specializes in really stiff brushes because it's for like acrylic and oil painting. So when you get a when you look at the Royal, you're mostly going to find incredibly stiff brushes, like the 212 here, which is pretty stiff. So if you favor putting on like foundation, like I use something like this, which is really soft and flexible. If you want, you can go to Royal for $7 and buy a brush that is incredibly stiff and square for putting on foundation. Really, it goes back to personal choice. I want you to know though, if you buy Royal, you're going to really get what you pay for, and they're not nearly, because they aren't actual makeup brushes, they aren't as good as the other ones. Basically, like I said, you get what you pay for. If you want my advice for what brand to buy, I would seriously, if you have the money, get the MAC. They are amazing. They're, like I said before, they're handmade. $30 a brush on average, but you can get the summer, or the holiday sets. Sometimes they have them in the summer. And then you get 5 brushes for about $50. If you don't have that kind of money, get the Quo. These brushes feel exactly like MAC, but they are, like I said, half the price. Excuse me. Paying $14 a brush, you can buy 2 brushes for the price of 1 MAC, which is good if you want to really start your makeup collection. Now, also something you're going to need for your brushes is something to store them in. Now, you could use like just a plain bag, or like a plain clear plastic baggie if you really wanted, if you were really not wanting to spend too much money. I was lucky enough to get a brush roll from MAC, as you can tell. It's pretty full when it's all filled up. I've got lots of brushes out of it. And it rolls up, hence the name brush roll, and it fits really nice in my train case. It's not the best roll job I've done, but oh well. So yes, you're going to want something to store your brushes in. Now, I know some people that they will just put their brushes in their train case or their makeup bag, but I personally don't like doing that because then you have to really like sort through for your brushes. I mean, I have a hard enough time doing that with makeup, like not having everything where I can see what color it is and, you know, just grab it when I want it. So with a brush roll or even just a brush bag, you have it a bit more organized and you don't have to dig through, you know, like your foundation and lipstick to get a brush.